What up, folks? Lou here from loopholemarketers.com. Some of you know me already, some of you don't. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a full-time internet marketer. I've made over $100,000 online since I left my job in 2009. And I've helped a lot of people make their first dollar, first $100, and even $1,000 online. Alright? Now, I'm making this video because I'm refocusing. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I refocus. When I get new information, I refocus. And I've got new information. New experience, I guess I should say. Alright, so I'm making this video because I'm refocusing. And that focus is, I want to help people to, I don't want to help people make money online anymore. Okay? I want to help them become financially independent. And that's a difference. It's a big ass difference. Because when you just teach people to make money online, you keep them around forever to buy your products. That's what I knew that before. I didn't know that make money online was necessarily that, because it doesn't have an end goal, does it? Financial independence has an end goal. There's a point when you become financially independent. Making money online, that's just, I can make $1 online and the goal is accomplished. Where do I stop? Financial independence. What is the point? Financial independence. Making enough passive income to cover your expenses so that you don't have to work anymore. That gives you a number, it gives you a deadline, it gives you a strategy, it gives you a deadline that you can break down, so you can break down your work into increments so that you can reach your deadline of financial independence at a set time in the future. If it's just make money online, it's, okay, well, I'll chase this thing and hope it makes me enough to get out of work. Oh, I'll chase this thing and hopefully it makes me enough money to become rich or whatever. That's how our society is taught. Get rich quick, all that type of stuff. And that's where that make money online thing caters to. And I realized that for myself, before I got that understanding, I didn't have any real focus. So I was doing this work over and over and over and over and over and over, making money, but because I didn't have a real focus on where to go and what I was trying to do, I didn't have to do but so much work. As long as I could survive, I have enough work done. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. There was no real, what do I want to do when I leave my job? What do I want to do with the 8 hours that was once occupied with somebody else's dreams and visions? What do I do then? What do I want to do with that time? So all these different things, it's just, in my opinion, it's just like school. It's just like public school, just like college. They give you an education and they teach you how to be an employee. Just like the Make Money Online community, for the most part, it teaches you how to be a customer. It doesn't teach you how to be a producer. Alright, there are very few people that are actually giving you the tools and the principles that it takes to be an actual producer, to live the life that you want based off of your income from the internet. And I just don't want to be a part of that shit anymore. So I'm moving on from that. I'm going to something different, and I'm refocusing. And I'm refocusing on mostly living my life around the 4-hour work week. If you know what that is, by Tim Ferriss. John Jonas, the guy who introduced me to outsourcing, talks about the 17-hour work week. Well, recently, I've been living like the 30-minute work week. Alright, so let me tell you the story of what motivated me to get this refocus. Now, I've been seeing the shenanigans in the internet marketing industry for a long time, and I tell people that all the time. Don't chase shiny new stuff. Whatever makes you money, duplicate that. It's boring, but that's the process. That's actually what you do. You find something that makes, really it's just this simple. You buy assets that pay you money on a consistent basis. That's it. That's how you buy financial freedom. That's how you become financially independent. Or you can create those assets. Most people don't know how to do that, so they just buy them. But you can create them. That's what I do. I create products to sell. I create video reviews, websites, and all that type of stuff, and it makes me passive income. Those are my assets. They work for me. I don't have to work. Alright, so the story is this. Went to Myrtle Beach, and if any of you are in Make Money Online with Lou, then you've heard my, what's it called? Visualization. Some of you are probably aware of using visualization for like the law of attraction and stuff. It doesn't, we'll get into that in another video. But using visualization, so a lot of you know my vision was to be sitting on some tropical beach with a beautiful woman next to me, and then I checked my phone. I told you I had a boardwalk behind me, people. I could see it clearly, like the light of the sun is glaring in my eyes as I'm visioning this. That's how clear it is. So I look at my phone, I made a couple $100 that day, and I'm like, oh, let's go on to our next event, our next adventure. So that kind of came to pass. My cousin, we didn't go to Tropical Island. I didn't make the money while on the beach. I made it before I even got to Myrtle Beach. I made it at a McDonald's. I saw the email while I was at a McDonald's at like 9 a.m. Lovely, lovely. It's nothing like that. And it was like $480. So it's like, ugh, nothing like that. So, and that was in a day for work that I did, I don't know, sometime in the past. Not that I was doing currently. I love it. So, yeah, looking at my phone, see that, showing my cousins, and he's like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. It's like, hadn't even sunk into me yet. So I screenshot it, put it on my gram and tell people, of course I blank out the names and stuff. Screenshot it, put it on my gram and tell everybody. But I'm on vacation though. I'm on vacation and I just made $480 passively. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't even got to our vacation yet. So then I did get to the beach, sit on the beach with the beautiful women in the beach chair with the boardwalk behind us. It wasn't until I was leaving that I realized, dang, that was my vision. It actually came to pass. So, yeah. So, while there though, amazing. If you ever been to Myrtle Beach, you know. We got to stay at a nice hotel on the beach with a balcony view overlooking the beach. Beautiful. Waking up, the sunrises, crazy sunrises, sunsets, the moon at night, walking on the beach at night. The sound of the waves is just so refreshing. I don't understand. But it's like something that God made, like a natural relaxation sound. It's just amazing. But being out there, seeing that, walking on the beach at night, my cousin re-proposed to his wife and stuff like that. It was real decent. And it's a lot of fun, man. A lot of adventures. The banana boat ride out to parasailing, the banana boat ride was actually more fun than parasailing to me. Parasailing was so peaceful up there in the air. First time experiencing that. The helicopter ride around the beach and stuff like that, amazing. Those pictures and Instagram videos, crazy. What else? Wax Museum and all that stuff. It was just, it's exactly what I wanted. Back to back to back to back to back to back adventures. That's all we did. What can we do next? 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 And me being the only one out of the group, there's 4 of us, being the only one out of the group that don't have a job, shelling out them duckings every time it's time to eat, have fun, do anything. I'm like, man, this is the life. And then I gotta leave because they gotta leave, not because I gotta go back to work. I'm like, man, this is the life. But I never look at it that way really, because I mostly just chill at home with my financial independent ass. Like I just chill at home and chill. That's all I really do. So I haven't really like going on vacations in that sense, like to go have fun. I've traveled a lot to see family and friends and go different places, but to like just go vacation, that was really my first time, especially on this nice beach with, with everything that was going on and stuff. So that, the first thing I thought of was the passage I had heard in the 4-Hour Work Week where the guy is taking, I think he took somebody out surfing, parasailing, it was something like that. He worked on the beach. He used to be like this important guy. He had a real important job, and he left that and basically went and started doing the things he actually liked to do, as opposed to things he had to do to make the money that he liked. He started doing the things he actually liked to do. And then there was a guy that was like him, living his old life there, and was like, man, I wish I could do this every day. And the guy was like, you can, because he did it. That's always stuck in my mind, because that's how people say to me when I'm like, man, you should make passive income instead of having to work for money. And they're like, oh, I wish I could. I'm like, you can. But the other thing is, I've always felt guilty because when I heard John Jonas's story, his wife became sick and she was pregnant, and she had to go on bed rest or she would die and lose the baby too. John Jonas was like, explicative that, F that. He's like, I'm going to stop working, stay home with my kid, because he was doing work on his internet marketing business, not work, I don't think. He was doing internet marketing work. He was like, I'm staying home staying with my kids. I'm going to take over at home. Virtual assistants, you guys have to do everything now. And the business didn't fall apart. It actually did better. You know what I mean? Like, he had set it up already to make money, but because he had set it up already to make money, they made like $800,000 in 6 months, 3 months, a very short time. I know that much. One of the businesses that his virtual assistants, that he gave his virtual assistants, made $300 in the first month, $1,000 in 3 months, and basically within a year it was making $10,000 to $15,000 a month within a year. That his virtual assistants did. Nobody else. Then he was like, yeah, at the time of that webinar, he was like, yeah, I just got a check for $27,000 from that same business. So, right? So I always felt guilty because I never handed my entire business over to them. I kept doing the things that I thought only I could do, which is ridiculous because that's not true. And now they do every aspect, and that's what Myrtle Beach did to me. It sent me back realizing what life I wanted to live. The life that I knew I wanted to live, but not on an experiential level, I guess you could say. So I kind of knew it's what I wanted based off of some previous experiences, but never like Myrtle Beach, what happened at Myrtle. So going through that really changed me, and that's like, man, that was my main focus. I couldn't wait. That was the only reason I couldn't wait to get home, is to continue communicating with the virtual assistant that I got to be my video recorder, because that was John Jonas's business that he gave his virtual assistant that makes him $15,000 a month, was writing reviews on websites. We don't even do that. We do videos. That means they rank overnight. You see what I'm saying? So, I love it. I love it. I love it. I just can't wait to see what happens. We just started a new quarter, October 1st. I'm pointing at my calendar. You can't see it, but we just started a new quarter. And the next 3 months, oh my goodness, who knows what's going to happen, because they are killing it right now. Killing it. Now, as some of you know, like, I do videos and my backlinks rank. I'm not going to tell you how I do that. Not in this video. You have to, go into my site and pick around when I release that stuff. But man, my backlinks, one of my backlinks just made me $104 the other day. A backlink. Alright, so they are killing it right now. I love it. Yeah, so that's my new focus. I'm refocusing. It's not about making money online. It's about financial independence. What is financial independence? When you make enough passive income, money you don't have to work for. They actually define passive income as unearned income. Most people work for earned income. Passive income is like money you didn't even earn, but you still get it. It's amazing. I love it. Alright, so you need enough passive income to cover your expenses. What are the bills you have to pay every month? Add that up. That's how much passive income you need to be financially independent, meaning that you won't have to work for anybody else. If you only became half financially independent, you could still cut hours at your job or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Just think about that. You work to pay bills. That's why you work. You don't work to have money. You work to pay bills. Because without a job and money to pay your bills, you'd be out in the street with no food, and your clothes would get old, stuff like that. Your hair would grow, your nails would grow. So you work to pay bills. That's what you work for. When you no longer have to work to get money to pay bills, you become financially independent. When you make enough money to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, you become financially free. And that's where I'm headed right now, financial freedom. I've been financially independent for years. Haven't worked for anyone over the last 5 years. And I take that for granted because it's become regular life to me. So it's like, it always shocks me when somebody cares about what I do when I tell them. But I'm never surprised when they don't want to do it, though. I'm never surprised at that. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. A lot of the videos that will be coming up after this one will build on this concept. I won't necessarily give you all the nitty-gritty details, but I will make courses that give you all the nitty-gritty details. Those are being made currently. Alright, so but I'm going to do videos like this all the time, because not only do people need to, you just have to remember, me included. So I'm going to reiterate a lot of things because you have to hear it more than one time in order to get it. A lot of times we read a book, get the message from it, then go about life living based off that information we read. But then with that information comes new experiences, and then on the other side of experience, you can go back and look at that book and have a totally different perspective because you're a different person now. So some of you might be hearing concepts like this for the first time, and it's new to you. So when come tomorrow and you get your check, you're not gonna buy an asset. Most people aren't. They're not gonna buy an asset. They're gonna buy a liability or buy something useless that's not gonna make them any money. But within 6 months from now, after listening to these videos, you'll probably get money and feel convicted when you go out and buy something that's not going to make you any money. You'll start to think, man, I hate my job. I couldn't make a passive income. I got 20 bucks. What should I spend this $20 on? You know what I mean? While an average person is just going to try to get rid of it. And like, I got 20 bucks, I need to spend this. So I can live check to check. But yeah. All right, so be on the lookout for that. More information on passive income, how to become passive, or how to create passive income. What is passive income? Why is all that stuff important? Because it's not what they teach us. They teach us how to be employees. They don't teach us how to, or business owners that work in our business, not people who own a business. You know, the business owns them, meaning that if they don't come to work, if they don't show up for work, just like at their job, they don't get paid. That's a job. You own a job. You want to own a business, or just be an investor in assets, a person who invests in assets that pay them money. Oh goodness, I invest $300 a month. That's all. That's all I have to invest a month, and my virtual assistants do an entire business for me. So whatever they make that month, that's what my $300 was invested into. So I oh my God. Just thinking about that. That's like $3,600 a year. That's my investment. Oh my God. If you ever played Cash Flow, the Robert Kiyosaki game, there's things you can buy for $5,000 that will only pay you $100 a month. There's real estate properties where people put down $5,000 to take over, and they only get $75, $100 a month in passive income from that. I'm paying $3,600 a year, and I've already generated an additional $200 in passive income in 3 weeks from what they're doing. Oh. Because I try not to step on toes, but it's people who are fighting and petitioning for a raise right now. That's not really going to help their situation. When you could just you could accumulate 300. Man, I'm done. Because I could go on about this for an hour, and I'm sure some of you would actually like to hear that. But I try to keep the video short, but I'm sure this is like 20 minutes now. It's going to take forever to upload. But yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait to show you guys this stuff, and I hope there's somebody as excited as me about financial independence and financial freedom. It is the shit. Why wouldn't you want to? Did you know that there are places like in Thailand where you can go over and live over there for like $1,000 a month, $2,000 you live the good life, $3,000 you're a king. You're a king. You can go over there at $3,000 and never run out of money. A month, I mean. Go over there for $3,000 a month and never run out of money. There's books. I'm about to buy books today on how to go over there and live for 12 weeks off of $600 a month. $600 a month for everything. That's what people pay for their rent. You see what I'm saying? Some people have a car note close to that. I did at one point in time. Car note plus insurance. It was damn near that. So just think about that. You go and live in Thailand where there's blue tropical water, where there's tourist events. Because it's a tourist attraction place. It's tourist events happening all the time. It's like exactly what I'm talking about. And you can go from there to many different places where the cost of living is also low. I just think that's ridiculous. So if you could make $600 in passive income, you could literally go somewhere and live like a king. Well, not like a king. You can go and live in paradise the same way you live in America, if you live in America. Or with like maybe $1,500, $2,000 a month in passive income from the internet, you can go, man. Read the book 4 Hour Work Week. He talks about how the one guy who makes $400,000 a year but has to work 80 hours a week is not as rich as the person who is financially independent, or the person in this example wasn't financially independent, but a person that's financially independent making like $20,000 a year, and unless you, I'm sorry to express this stuff, but unless you got like a family, it's different. But a person that's doing that themselves, you don't need that much money. and I'll try to close with this. One of the points that I loved the most that he pointed out was that when you free up your time and your money instantly, or your time and your location and what you need to do for money, I guess, your money becomes worth more because you can go anywhere. You don't have to be in a city with a high cost of living just for your job. You don't have to. You can go somewhere else. You can go wherever you want. You know, you can go stay in a bungalow or in a, I don't even know what a bungalow is, honestly. You can go stay in a hostel for like $23 a day. You know what I'm saying? Go into any hostel in any major city in the United States. Or you can go to hostels overseas and stuff like that. And he also said that most people think that they need to have $1 million in the bank or to be millionaires or have this high-paying job in order to live that life that they see other people living, but that's not true. They need that much money so that when they have free time, they can enjoy that money. They don't enjoy their money the majority of the times. They're just like a person that you see in a regular neighborhood that looks like they're balling out and still has to go to work. They get to enjoy their money when they're not working. And for the average person that's making that much money from their job, they're always working. They have to be. That's why they get paid that much. They have to sacrifice their family in order to make that. So, I mean, in some cases, not in every case. But I do know a man who worked, what was it? He made $100,000 since I was working at the shipyard. And he worked every single day except, I think, 2 weekends or something like that. But it was because he didn't want to be home with his wife anyway. But he had to do that in order to make $100,000 a year. And he was making like $20 an hour. So he had to do that. So, but people think that they need to do all that work to make that much money, but you don't. If you had passive income coming in, you could live like a millionaire without having $1 million because you have free time. Time. It's amazing. But yeah. So I'm going to end the video here. I don't know how long it is, but I thank you guys for listening, for all of you who did. I look forward to making more videos for you. And I'm excited. Alright. Thank you folks for watching.